in the protests in early January, with a member of the silent majority which would be the Bahá'ís, actually participated in the early January protests. And that's significant for two reasons. The first reason is being that the for 182 years, which is how old the faith was, since the inception of the faith, they've been systematically tortured and killed by the mullahs. For the exception during the Pahlavi dynasty, was the only time that they've experienced peace and didn't have to worry about being hunted down by the mullahs. And of course, 79 revolution happened. And from the 79 revolution up until they haven't participated in any protests from the 79 revolution up until recently, for obvious reasons, because of what the mullahs do. But also most significant reason is Baha'is aren't, it goes against Baha'i law to participate in anything that would create disunity, to the point that it's like it goes against all Baha'i laws to participate in such things. But so for me that's significant, because for them to participate in such a thing, knowing that historically they don't participate in such things because of those two reasons, that they've had enough. They've had enough of what's been going on with them. Because you have to understand, guys, whatever happens to Iranians is 10 times worse to the Baha'is in Iran. So, but I just wanted to bring that up.
So what did they participate in? They
So,
participate.
protests in early January.
Oh, and it's
That's what I'm referring
against.
to.
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
I'm referring to the early January protests
Yeah,
where
yeah.
January 8th and 9th we had 42,000 slaughtered. I'm just saying that typically they don't participate in such things because we're not allowed to.
But do a lot of Baha'is are, isn't it the case that many Baha'is are not very religiously observant? We have Baha'is who follow the rules and many Baha'is who don't follow the rules, just like many other religions. So it's not
That would
like
be correct. That would be correct, but typically Baha'is don't participate in anything that creates disunity in any form, no form or fashion. They don't. So I just figured I'd bring this up because it's something that doesn't get brought up very often. And as a matter of fact, one of the 8 women that Trump had said for the Islamic Republic not to kill, one of those women is Baha'i. It's I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's the one with the pink hair.
So Baha'is are considered to be allies of Zionists in Iran by so many
That's
regime
correct.
supporters, and they consider to be basically Jewish spies
Correct.
inside Iran.
So
And
that's correct. Usually what ends up happening is every time, like for example, when after the 12-day war took place, the Islamic Republic started systematically rounding up Baha'is and charging them for being spies for Israel. And that's significant as well because for starters, Allah, who is the prophet of the faith, was exiled to Akka, which rests in modern day Israel, and a lot of the high holy sites are in Israel.
yes, that's one reason why they consider them to be Jewish spies, because of their temples is in Haifa, Israel, right? And I saw it, by the way. It's
Correct,
beautiful.
correct.
Yes,
They're in Haifa, and then they're in Akka.
yes. Also, by the way, somebody in YouTube, K Will in YouTube, is saying another minority in the Middle East that is only safe in Israel.
That is correct. The faith is 182 years old. From the time of the inception of the faith, the Baha'is know the mullahs, how awful the mullahs can be, because they've been systematically slaughtered by the mullahs for 182 years. The only time they didn't experience they experienced peace in Iran is during the time of the Pahlavi dynasty.
Interesting. And I think that we had the response to this, Danny.
Yes, Monkey wanted to respond. Yes, I have here some things that have happened to the Baha'i. Key aspect of the third current situations include property seizure. Iranian government uses vague laws to seize Baha'i-owned home, vehicles, and assets, often notifying families abruptly via text. There is an Iran International article. I put it in the chat. Education and jobs. Young Baha'is are systematically denied access to higher education. Adults are banned from government jobs and face severe workplace discrimination. Arrests. Authorities frequently arrest followers without evidence, subjecting them to intense psychological pressure and demanding coerced confessions. Targeting women. Recent crackdowns have specifically targeted Baha'i women and educators, preventing them from caring for their families. Cemeteries. Local authorities restrict access to Baha'i cemeteries, tolerate the destruction of gravestones, and limit burials. These are just some of the most notable. I'm sure there's many worse things, but I thought I'd give it a look into it. And Iran International has reported about this. There's a few other articles about this, but I just wanted to speak on that a little bit, just back it up a little bit. So I think this is terrible. And I think this is another reason why the IRGC just has to go.
Monkey, you are 100% correct. I will tell you that my family has had their property taken away from them completely. So what usually happens is in the Islamic Republic, they'll use any reason to do home raids. So typically what they'll do is when they're going, and this is why Baha'is don't participate in protests. So say if one person participates in the protest and it's found out, not only will they go after that one person, but they'll go after the entire family, the Baha'i family, as well as the surrounding Baha'i community. So Baha'is typically will stay silent or stay out of anything that involves a protest for their own protection.
All right, super chats.
Yes, one super chat by Fleshy Interloper saying in response to this, another Islamic Republic crime. Yeah, one of many. This is another example of that. Yeah, thank you, Fleshy.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.